trouble with men, savage soldiers have trouble with giant rats, and an exorcist cleanses a young girl of, well, a savage lunch. Welcome to Fast Food Films, home of the 6-minute movie. Our films are short takes on the originals, but with a twist. We show you just enough to make you want to see the whole flick without giving away the story or ending like some trailers do. And we do it 3 times in a half hour. That's 3 movies served up our way. Just think of the time you're gonna save. And when we're done, we'll tell you how you can get your hands on your own personal copy of these hard-to-find movies. Got it? Good. Moving on. First up, remember Jason Miller, who played Father Damien Karras in The Exorcist? Yeah, you know. He was the guy who hung out bedside with the demonically possessed, head-spinning, and pea-soup-spewing Linda Blair. Well, guess what? Seems Jason there has a little thing for possessed women who barf. We found this 1981 Movie of the Week, The Best Little Girl in the World, where Jason plays a therapist who counsels a teenage girl who suffers from anorexia nervosa. The producers of this classic TV movie were among the first to take a serious primetime look at this disease. Maybe a little too serious. Jennifer Jason Leigh plays the little food fountain whose parents take her to a therapist to help her conquer her inner demons. Here's a short taste of Jennifer and Jason in The Best Little Girl in the World.
Welcome to On the Trail Of, a program dedicated to investigating the paranormal. I'm Leonard Nimoy. Healthy young womanhood in all its succulent ripeness. Or is it? Tonight, On the Trail Of goes in search of Chupa Gordo, the fat sucker, a terrible demon who attacks and possesses young women in their prime. And the man who has devoted his life to fighting that demon, the Anorexia. Meet Casey Powell.
Hi.
Before her possession, by all accounts, a good girl. And then one day, over an innocent tray of sloppy joes and tater tots, all of that changes.
Want to see what I get for losing 5 big ones?
The demon has baited his trap with low-fat cheese.
Flat, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Casey Powell has opened herself to possession. Rendered vulnerable to the feminine ideal of an 18-inch waist and a bosom like that of the Olsen twins, Casey is possessed by the same demon who has inhabited waifish runway models throughout history. The changes in Casey are sudden and terrifying.
Oh my God. Casey, what have you done? Your phone! Oh!
Oh, Dr. Waller! Lying, Dr. Waller! You're telling! You can't do it!
As do many parents, the Powells attempt to deal with Casey's possession themselves.
Now on, I'm in charge. You're gonna eat, Casey.
Fight me.
I think maybe I got her over the hump.
But Mr. Powell's optimism is premature, as the evil grip on his daughter tightens.
Stop it, for God's sake! Stop it!
When Casey attempts to levitate over her bed, the Powells know they must turn to a professional. Dr. Clay Orlovsky, anorexia, a psychologist specializing in the field of paranormal eating disorders. The man charged with purging the evil spirit.
How many times a day do you vomit?
I don't.
Now listen, Casey, if you don't want to tell me something, say so, but don't lie to me. Because the only way I can help is by knowing it. There are no,
Your sister's a fishmonger. Eat me.
Orlovsky's treatment is determined and methodical.
Have you put any weight on this week?
Can we ever talk about anything besides my weight?
Sure, sure.
After many weeks of attempting to exorcise the demon, Orlovsky makes a final desperate effort, exploiting the demon's one weakness, a short attention span, derived from years of inhabiting shallow young women.
I like puzzles. Couldn't get enough as a kid. Used to collect them.
Your mother sets clocks in hell.
He'd hide the pieces. He'd laugh, and he always said the same thing. I just about got the puzzle complete.
Nurse, somebody kill me.
Find the missing pieces. I play backgammon.
Get to the point, you schmuck.
You're too young for puzzles.
Shut your
Cry
hole.
over missing pieces. Yeah.
Shut up. No, not again.
You know what I learned from him? The moral of the story?
What?
Nothing. Absolutely.
I'm out of here.
At last, Dr. Orlovsky's excruciatingly boring anecdote drives the evil spirit from Casey's body.
Tired, Clay.
With the help of the anorexicist, Casey Powell has returned to her normal life. And thanks to a diet of Twinkies and bacon fat, Casey has ballooned to a strapping 220 pounds. But for Clay Orlovsky,
I like puzzles.
the battle against Chupagordo, the demon fatsucker, rages on. Join me next week as we go on the trail of the elusive female orgasm.
So, who's up for a snack? By the way, lots of fascinating family trees in this movie. Yep, Jennifer Jason Leigh is the daughter of actor Vic Morrow. Oh, and get this, our anorexicist, Jason Miller, married Jackie Gleason's daughter, and before you can say, away we go, they produced a son, a Mr. Jason Patrick, who starred opposite Jennifer Jason Leigh in the 1991 feature, Rush. If you want your own copy of the original movie, The Best Little Girl in the World, we'll show you how you can get it later in the show. Coming up, diseased mutants and monsters threaten to eat the last woman on Earth in nymphoid barbarian and dinosaur hell. And giant rats get fresh with the ladies in creepazoids. Keep it in park. We'll be right back.